Hello world. Welcome back to my channel. Call me Biz. Jimmy Carr, my favorite British villain. This is Jimmy Carr, the most offensive Encore. All right, shout out to Jimmy Carr, man. I reviewed him a lot on this channel. This man is just ruthless in a very dope way. It's just that British humor, man. That's fire. He's probably the most like hardcore one, pause, but there's others that's pretty dope too, man. If y'all want to see more of Jimmy Carr or any other British comedians that y'all like, let me know in the comment section below and I got you, all right? And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment. No more ghost watching. Let's go ahead and watch.
Okay, it was the week of the tsunami. Remember the tsunami? All I wanted to say was the tsunami was terrible. Tokyo was covered in raw fish and seaweed, a situation the mayor described as delicious. Could have been worse, I could have said delicious. But I didn't, because that would have been racy racism. I had a similar thing with Hurricane Sandy. You remember Hurricane Sandy that devastated the eastern seaboard of America? All I wanted to say was it was the worst thing to hit New York since those two planes. Possibly they got it right on that one. I tend to get into trouble with the papers for a joke once a year. Obviously, last year I went rogue. But I tend to get into trouble for a joke with a journalist once a year. Last year, the joke that got me into trouble with the journalist was this one. You probably remember it from the last show. Why are they called sunshine variety coaches when all the kids on board look the same? Now, the word variety is doing a lot of the heavy lifting in that joke, right? It's not that bad. The journalist in question said, you can't say that about retarded children. Time out. Because Variety, the children's charity, they do great work. They do a lot of stuff with mentally disadvantaged children. But they also do a lot of stuff with physically disadvantaged children and socially disadvantaged children. You can't lump all those kids together and go, bunch of retarded kids. You can't call anyone retarded kids. You're a journalist. You should know better. And also, being offended on behalf of someone else, in my mind, is literally fuck all. That's just you taking the high moral ground. For you to be offended, I think, minimum, you have to be the one that's offended. So if you're genuinely offended by that last joke, you're retarded. While we're talking about charitable stuff, as you leave this evening, there's going to be a bucket collection. There's people with buckets and tins, and I'll just briefly tell you what it's about. We're collecting money this evening for abused children. And if we raise between us just £500, we can buy their silence. That's clearly a joke, right? The reason I say that's clearly a joke is because I did a gig in Croydon a couple of months ago and a woman genuinely came up to me after the show and went, where are those collection tins? Just unpick that for a second. So not only did she not realise that was a joke, she wanted to help. Is anyone totally unoffended by anything I've said? You're totally unoffended by anything? Well, what's your name, sir? Hamdi. It's an unusual name, you don't hear that every day. Well, I imagine you do, it's your fucking name. Hamdi, what do you do, Hamdi? You're a student, what are you studying?
Economics.
Economics, whereabouts?
Royal Holloway.
Royal Holloway? Well, maybe if you'd worked a little bit harder for your A-levels. Just say Royal Holloway is not, I mean, come on. There are universities that have always been universities, there are universities that used to be polytechnics that then became universities, and then there's Royal Holloway, which I think used to be a 24-hour garage. And they got a delivery of books and they fucking went with it, God love you. Right, let me try and offend you. All right, when I was at school, a mate of mine got caught wanking in the showers. Nothing? Well, it ruined the school trip to Auschwitz. It's not going to get any more offensive than that, dude. It's a joke about the worst thing that has ever happened. Oh, I can't tell you a more offensive joke than that, but I can tell you a story about me that will change your mind about me and then change it right back. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it concerns... It's basically telling you about what it's like being famous. What it's like is people ask you to do things, and it's nice to say yes, because normally it's fun stuff. Do you want to be on Top Gear? Yes, I do. Do you want to do a Jubilee? Yes, I do. Do you want to come and visit a hospice? It's palliative care for teenagers. Yes, I do. I got that call about 6 years ago. I said, yeah, I'll go. I didn't know what some of those words meant. I
thought, sounds all right, teenagers, I imagine that'll be fun. Now, it transpires, palliative translates to dying, and I found myself in a situation where I went, well, I've got to go, I've said I'll go,
Hospice,
and thinking,
this
this is going to be shit. Hand on heart, I thought, this is going to be fucking shit. But I said I'll go, so I'll go. So I went there with very low expectations. I thought, I'll be lucky to get through this without tearing up. I went there, it was genuinely, I couldn't believe what a fucking arsehole I am. Because it was genuinely inspirational. It was brilliant to go. If you get a chance to visit a hospice, go to a hospice. They're amazing. Because I don't know what inspires you, but I like that idea of carpe diem, living in the moment, now being where happiness is. And if you meet life-limited teenagers, they're having that because they're aware of how precious time is. And I think we often forget in our day-to-day lives. Okay. So it was amazing to go and to be around. I've been back many times since, and I'd recommend it as a thing to do. It's really fun. They don't want to be shut away. They want to be part of society. The thing that blew me away when I went there was an incident. So if I go out to get coffee before the show, if I go to Starbucks, obviously my coffee shop of choice. Similar views. But if I go out to get coffee before the show, right, if there's a group of 15-year-old girls in the coffee shop, they'll be really flirty with me, not because I'm some super attractive dude, but because I'm a celebrity and there's a cachet to celebrity in our society, for better, for worse. There just is, it's a fact. So I'm used to that kind of flirting in that context. I wasn't expecting it within the context of palliative care for teenagers in a hospice. There's a girl in there, she just turned 15, pretty little thing, and she's a massive comedy fan. And she had all the DVDs, seen everything on YouTube, like really into it. And she was really flirty and really tactile. And I thought, what? All she wanted was a kiss. And I thought, well, where's the harm? She's going to be dead before she can testify. I can see you think that's bad, but I can make that worse with just 2 words. True story. It is a true story, it just happens to be about a different Jimmy. Thank you so much for coming out, Hammersmith. So fun. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers. Good night. Thank you. People with Tourette's.
You know, the crazy thing is, I wonder how many people do that. Because, you know, like, all right, so I worked in the field, you know, with mentally ill people. And, you know, that's the thing. People do abuse, like, people who are in certain, you know, situations. Of course, hospice is different than mentally ill. But I wonder how many people, like, you know, he's making it a joke and he's laughing, but I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that shit happens all the time. Like, it's about to be over, you know, who are they gonna tell type shit. People are evil like that. Yo, shout out to Jimmy Carr, man. He's just another one of those guys. Yo, I think this channel's kind of becoming like where dark comedy lives, kind of. Oh man, this guy, man, I don't even know how to describe him at this point. But I seen a clip of him. He's actually a brilliant dude, man. He's actually a brilliant dude, man. He's just perfected dark comedy. But yeah. There was one of those jokes I didn't get. I forgot which one. There was one of those jokes I didn't get, but you probably see my face and I probably was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. That's the thing with the British accent, and you know, because they're probably referring. I got the college joke. He was just saying that the college was trash. But I got all of them. There was one of them I didn't get, but sometimes, you know, they might be referring to something that I don't know out here where I'm at. I'm in America, so, you know, a lot of those, you know, sometimes they make references to where they're at, you know, and he's like, and you're like, oh, I have no idea what that is. So, you know, I guess that's the only thing with the language and cultural barrier, you know, when you're watching someone from outside, you know. But besides that, man, shout out to Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr has some of the best comedy out there. And of course, I want to see more, so y'all let me know. Oh yeah, and I knew what hospice was right off the bat just because, you know, I've dealt with a couple of people that had to, you know, be in a hospice. I didn't know what that was till like 3 years ago. So, you know, the way that he said hospice, I already knew what that was. But yeah, like I said, anyways, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Let me know what's next from Jimmy Carr, and I got you. And if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know that you were here. I do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. And guess what? You better be there. Peace.